Hello everyone, welcome to another video. This one is going to be a bit special because I haven't done a video like this before. Today I'm going to be discussing my thoughts and hopes for Mario Kart World. And in case you're wondering about the gameplay you're seeing on screen, I recorded this beforehand, and this is just going to be live commentary and stuff. And yeah, I want to make this video for a bit. So yeah, and before we get into it, the footage here, as you can see, is me playing all 200cc cups because while I was doing this, I wanted to unlock Gold Mario, and I don't really like 200cc, so that's why you're gonna see not very great gameplay and CPU rubber banding. So, yeah, about Mario Kart World, I'm going to first give my thoughts on it. I think the game is great, or I haven't played it, but yeah, I think it looks great. Like everyone else, I think Grand Prix, also expect a lot of us because I'm not good at this. Basically, what I am hoping for World, yeah. I'm not good at this. Also, I guess I'll have to credit the music. The music you are hearing right now is PVZ2 Neon Mixtape Tour. Choose your seat, so yeah. Generally, I think it's cool with the costumes and all of the game. And yeah, I'm not great at this. Music is helping a lot. Yeah. So, generally just gonna talk about theories, and yeah. So, characters. Who do I want to see? Who do I think is gonna be in the game? And sure. So I definitely think nearly every character from 8 Deluxe is gonna be in it. Like the Koopalings, all the alts, all the DLC, I definitely think. The only straw I could see in difference would be, maybe Inkling Link and the Villagers. Because like, we haven't seen any crossover characters yet. And even though a lot of people are hoping that we're gonna get some, I don't think we are, because this is a Switch 2 game and it's a new Mario Kart. And honestly, ever since Mario Kart 8 did it, everyone's been saying we should have more non-Mario characters, and I don't think we're gonna get all of the characters back in. Yeah, I don't know if anyone asked for like Samus or something, but yeah, it's not really the best. Like, if we had to talk about crossover characters that would make the most sense, I could definitely think that one of the new best crossover characters would probably be Kirby, because we're getting Star-Crossed World for Forgotten Land Peak, by the way, and I guess I could also talk about Switch too, which would make it a lot easier. But yeah, also Kirby Air Riders would actually make Kirby a really good character because he's getting a lot of spotlight right now, and it honestly would be cool. He could I don't think, like, story mode wise, that's I guess our next topic. I've got a YouTube video running in the background of character rosters, and I'll see. I won't name anyone. And yeah, so what else? So story mode, I definitely think there's gonna be one. And yeah, like boss fights, yeah, but one thing also in Mario Kart, it's called Mario Kart World. Grand Prix is racing between all tracks. It would be a missed opportunity to not have a world tour mode. Like, that just makes too dang sense that there be no world tour mode. And yeah, it would make way too much sense to not have a world tour between all the races. And I know that seems like probably an hour of racing, but I mean, they could add a new CC like 300, and this comes from a guy who does not like 200cc. Hence why the footage you're seeing right now. I could talk about that too while I'm thinking about things, but yeah, I'm gonna mostly talk about. I really hope you can still do that to go on purposely bad. Also expect to see a lot of smart steering switches. And yeah. So, characters. I'm not gonna name any YouTubers' names, copyright reasons. But some people saying King K. Rool. He's only appeared in one Mario spin-off game, nowhere else, and it would make no sense to add him. Because, hold on, wait, I'll do a bit of research right now. But yeah, when did DK64 come out? Amazing writing. Me. Wait, that was wrong. When did the first UK game come out? Oh yeah, regarding 3D Donkey Kong's Bonanza looks amazing. July 9th, 1881. And when did Smash Ultimate come out? Also with the footage. Okay, December 9. Took 37 years since his original debut to get into Smash. And yeah, I don't think he's gonna be in this game. About the other Kongs, maybe Dixie and Cranky. Probably Dixie because I'm not so sure. But I think she appeared in Tour. I played amazing. I think she appeared in Tour. But I'm not so sure myself, but it would make sense because I don't think Cranky's all too popular. I mean, he's in Bonanza, and everyone's saying it would make more sense for the Kongs to be in Bonanza. But I disagree, because we don't know if Diddy or Diddy are in the game, and even though Cranky is, Nintendo doesn't do that. Sure, 8 Deluxe did an exception with its crossover characters, but correct me if I'm wrong, but weren't those characters added in the Wii U DLC? Like Splatoon for 2 and 1, Zelda because Breath of the Wild, especially with Breath of the Wild Link, Villagers because, and Yeah, they were added because they were promo, technically. And I don't think we're gonna have like more crossover characters. And yeah, why does that happen? And yeah, I'm gonna keep this music running for a bit, but yeah. So other games, there were a decent amount of games coming out that I'm not really interested in, but yeah. I mean, the Undertale, I've never played Undertale or Deltarune before. That's just me right now. I'm more of a Nintendo guy than a third-party guy. The only exception is PvZ, which, this is just a personal thing, but I wish they would, because, like, it would be cool if they would add Garden Warfare 2 to Switch 2, because it's been announced that you can't play BFN on Switch 2, and that's really sad because I have like way too many hours on BFN Switch, and like I really like the game. Like it's a lot of fun in my eyes. And I know EA, it's memed about that they really like money. But why did they not port Garden Warfare 2? Because when they ported BFN to... before you start being all nerdy and stuff, yeah, I know EA has nothing to do with porting. It was so completely different. But still, it would make a lot of sense because it would make a lot more profit. But even though I've never played Garden Warfare 2 before, I still wish for the game to get new things because I like watching it. But yeah, really, it's just not interesting. Really, with games for me, third-party games. Like I said, I'm really hoping the PvZ Reloaded thing is actually true. I know a lot of people saying it's just false, but where's your belief? We could get that if it sells well. I feel like it will, because if it's true, because it's coming to both Switches, I believe. And yeah, here's another thing, Switch 2 edition games. I honestly think, even though it's cool, that it is a bit of a scumbag move by Nintendo, because paying extra money for those games is like really not that interesting. Especially like, okay, I'm fine with Forgotten Land. That game really deserved a DLC. Mario Party not so. I don't really, because like when I play with other people, I always go under the name Cinder Jr. The privacy, you know. And with the camera thing, I'm not really a fan of. Sure. Nice with the game chat, but one question, Nintendo. Can you do it with other people? I really don't hope it has to do with anything other than just friends, because then it really sucks. Because then you're basically doing the same thing as the first what was those with the first set? I can't remember. Extra Waves? Splatoon. I haven't played Splatoon in such a long time, so don't criticize me. I think BFN is a lot better than Splatoon. Don't get angry at me. And just, yeah. But please don't make it friends only, Nintendo. Because that really sucks. I don't have really. Because a lot of my friends in the real world don't have consoles. And I'm just lucky to have a Switch, so please don't make it friends exclusive, even though everyone's probably still gonna use Discord. But cool that Nintendo is making a free version till March next year. I like that a lot. Yeah, other games, but yeah, back to Switch 2 edition. I really don't think it's cool. Tears, honestly, with the thing where you can share auto build creations, that should have been there since day one. But yeah, I can understand. Enhanced frame rate, nice, but what's the point in the Breath of the Wild one? It's not worth it. It only has enhanced resolution, and you can add multiple save files. Do you know that there's a thing called user profiles in Nintendo? It's literally the most useless thing. And yes, I know Nintendo Switch Online, the expansion pack, we'll get into that in a second, is like popular, and Tears and Breath of the Wild are in it, which is good, but still, I don't really like it. Because I'm personally one of the people, I don't know, that I absolutely hate Switch Online expansion pack, because before they added GameCube, also I'm not really a GameCube, I grew up with the Switch because, well, I wasn't born when the GameCube was around. That I honestly thought it was a pretty scummy move, because the Switch Online thing had a pretty... I was trying to do the jump skip there, in case you weren't wondering. That I was trying to do. But yeah, I really never liked it, because this Game Boy Color, it was Advance, and 64, which was in my eyes, a true thing. Because on my OLED Switch, I have basically every DLC, all the things. And yeah, I also did not like that the free ones they offered were basically not very nice, because like NES, I don't know the rest, I've never used any of them before, really suck because of how bad they are. Because I've always thought the Nintendo 64 as the first part on where Nintendo really grew, and they had 3 different Mario parties, the original Paper Mario, 2 Legend of Zelda games that are highly rated, Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. And yeah, I never liked it because you had to pay an extra $20 or euros, dollars, wherever you are. And I never liked that because it was really scummy. And now it is more useful because you're getting two Switch 2 edition games, which is worth it. Don't ask how I got first there. I have no idea. And yeah, but I still never liked it. It still. And yeah, if they really just cost $10, the upgrade packs from the eShop, then yeah, I guess it's worth it. But the only real one I'm gonna get, oh yeah, silly cutscene. Oh yeah, I can skip it. Yeah, silly. Because if I'm the one upgrade pack I'll most definitely want to get is Forgotten Lands. That's my second favorite game of all time. And this is something what made me laugh. But everyone, and that includes me, when signed the Switch 2 Direct by Bonanza, was that everyone thought it was the 3D Mario, including me. And yeah, I mean, good for DK that he has a 3D Donkey Kong. Like, I've never been a DK fan. The only game I had is Tropical Freeze, but that's probably because I'm generally not a DK fan. Because, also, yeah, wait, I said this already. Yeah, this is live commentary Cinder for ya, everyone. Live commentary. And, yeah. But if you're wondering, what Cinder? Why are you not a DK fan? They only have two DK games on Switch. One of them just came out this year and it's a full-on remake, and it's not worth it in my opinion. And yes, I agree with everyone. Ports are not supposed to cost $60. I'm just gonna say euros because I live in Europe. One of my least... Yeah, that's why I don't have the Luigi Mansion 2. I'm not really a fan of Luigi Mansion. 3 is an exception because me and my best friend, we played that game, so much together. And when we replayed it, last year, we had the time of our lives because of how much fun we had. And also, 2-player mode there is criminally underrated. But yeah, that's why I'm not really a Luigi's Mansion fan. And that's no offense against the Luigi's Mansion series. I generally like it. The games are a bit boring, a bit stale. 3 I love because it's so funny and actually pretty good in a lot. The music sometimes is a bop, and yeah, great. Talking background. What else? Yeah, cool that they're adding. Oh yeah, Nintendo. What was I gonna speak? Oh yeah. So yeah, this has generally been a hot take, but so many people are mad that it's so that with the Breath of the Wild upgrade pack that cost the Switch 2 edition $90, but also it doesn't come with the DLC, which I honestly agree, because in my opinion, except the enhanced frame rate. Plus, wouldn't it already run better without the upgrade pack on Switch 2? Because it's a stronger hardware, isn't it? So, it would make more sense that it would already run smoother, or is there a soft code that it runs poorly? Because it ran pretty good on Switch 1. Because wasn't it a launch title? I don't know, don't judge me. I don't really care about frame rate and stuff. I'm just a normal gamer. But yeah, I know Nintendo says you're paying for the original and that's just extra content, but still. And yeah, I also agree. Forgotten Land should not cost $92. But I mean, the good thing is with all the Switch upgrade packs for me, or I guess for multiple Nintendo fans, is that they barely cost anything. 10, okay, I should not say that. It was a mistake. I meant to say most Nintendo fans, I feel that are me, own all the games, especially Jamboree, since that's way too new. And Forgotten Land is a classic. Breath of the Wild and Tears makes sense. And, yeah. What else? What other games can I talk about from Switch 2 trailer? Okay, hold on. It's time we change up the music. It's all... Now, my scrapbook, Garden Warfare 1. Scrapbook, Garden Warfare 1. I actually think this track is a bit underrated. I actually like it a lot. But, yeah. I guess we can also use this as a talking session. Also, like all the music you'll hear in this video is from PVZ. And I always mention it so I don't have to do any silly text because this is an hour of footage. And I definitely don't want to get 50 songs and then after that I have to go through them all. That's why I'm mentioning it. Also, I'm always surprised how fast 200cc is. We'll get into World in a second. But like, what else can... I really like this. Air Riders is cool. Like, I've seen, there's like a video I once saw, where 100% it and it was miserable, and yeah, it was, when you can look from it. But also, it wasn't really that bad. Really hoping they can extend it. Because, like, a bunch of new Kirby, it's been like 20 years since that game came out. And Sakurai, cool. It was like 20 years since it came out. So, I think it'd be really cool if they could add characters like Alphalin into the game. I mean, Forgotten Lands getting a new game. You should add some Forgotten Land characters. I knew were Kirby game characters. But yeah, new copy abilities. Like I said, I've never played GameCube, but I can definitely say Air Ride is definitely gonna be getting to GameCube before Air Riders. Very creative name, by the way. Irony. And what makes it so good, I think, or Air Riders, because also Mario Kart World's coming out, so that'd be a thing they could copy or enhance. Maybe they could even add something if you own blah blah of the game, like Kirby. But yeah, we'll get into characters of World. Yeah, I'm not good at live commentary. It's just the gameplay is interesting and the music. Oh yes, this is something else. I know a lot of people were sad with Age of Imprisonment not being Tears DLC. I don't care. When I got home from school on that day, what was the first thing I see? Age of Imprisonment. And this comes, and a bit of backstory. Age of Calamity was the first, was my second Zelda game. I know it's not Zelda, but you get what I mean. And honestly, I think it's better than Breath of the Wild, but that's just my personal opinion. And even though it is a bit scary, because on Switch, Age of Calamity has, when you haven't played the game at all, it has 12 gigabytes takes of storage, which was half the Switch already. And because on one of my Switches, one that I'm gonna be selling soon, when I had Age of Calamity, it was I also had Violet. I had a max money, so I could easily get my competitive Pokemon. And ZA looks cool. Nearly forgot about that. But yeah, I mean, my mind to ZA has changed a lot, because I definitely think now it's better. Because when I originally saw ZA, it was a bit disappointing. But I've grown on it also. Why do they have 2 starters? And yeah, I know a few YouTubers predicted nearly all of them, but still, they look really random. I'm definitely not salty that Cinder isn't a starter, even though it would make sense. But yeah, I think, yeah, okay. But yeah, it looks amazing, I'll admit, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how Scarlet and Violet run on Switch. Yeah, that was a joke on how bad the games are on Switch, even though I think they're really good games. But yeah, no Champions news. I guess that's something else. When I saw Champions, I went insane. I'm talking about things that are now a few months old, and yeah, that's the Cinder Jr. for you. But yeah, what I want to say is I'm really hoping Champions, I mean, it's gonna be on Switch. Like, I was thinking about ideas or wishes for Champions, but seeing as I'm just generally talking, like, I know it could be, like, free, but I'm really hoping it's paid, but not by that much, because if it's free, I know it's coming to mobile. You don't have to write silly comments, but either they make it where it has no microtransactions for a mobile game, which is rare, because a competitive Pokemon game that like needs money would be, I think, insanely controversial. But yeah, I'm really hoping that Game Freak, like, I guess this shouldn't be said, but Gigantamax and Dynamax and Z-Moves, they're all coming back. Like, they have, I think, two options. They could either make it you can use all of them, way too chaotic, or you could use multiple. Like, one of my favorite ideas would be like a Pokemon could use multiple mechanics. For an example, you could have a Charizard with Charizard Y that could Gigantamax, or you Terrestrialize, because I think they should make this game very exciting, because it's coming to mobile. Pocket did the same thing. It's like been exploding in popularity right now, so if they want to make it actually interesting, I definitely think they should make it that it's the most exciting one, because I also think they should make it that Pokemon whose abilities were nerfed would get their pre-nerfed abilities back. Like, Talonflame's Gale Wings works all the time, and like Protein Pokemon get to do it as many times as possible, because that would really make it good, because it would be exciting and those Pokemon would be usable, because this does come from a Cinderace, from the guy who has Cinder in his name. But I think it would also we could see, because it would buff Meowscarada by a ton, because she could constantly switch typings, and she was already a menace in VGC when Paradoxes and Legendaries run around. And if we had the pre-nerfed ability, Protein at the strength it used to be, I think honestly it could be really strong VGC wise, especially Talonflame too. But yeah, when I hear this song, I have to think about playing Garden Warfare 1 and from when I played it at my friends. It was a great experience. Missed the mushroom, yeah, but what else is there to talk about? Oh yeah, I've already discussed my thoughts on expansion pack and upgrade pack, but this is like the Nintendo Switch welcome tour. That was obnoxious. I got in late to the direct, so I didn't know about the upgrade pack. I had to rewatch it. And honestly, I found it really sad. $10 for a guide on how to use a console. Seriously, Nintendo. I don't have to remind on what last year Game of the Year was. You know what it was? Astrobot. Why was Astrobot so popular? Astro's Playroom. You'd made it free, it would be a lot more appealing. Because I'm telling you, no one's buying that. And because everyone who's going to have a problem with their Switch 2 is just going to go on YouTube. Seriously, Nintendo. It's a waste opportunity. Like, I'm just a bit annoyed. What else is there to talk about? Except World. But, yeah. And their excuse this time for, why World is $80. No, not that. Sorry. Why Welcome Tour is that it's a game. It's got a lot. I still don't think it should be paid. It's like, seriously, no. I've already said it. I'll say it again. No one buying that. Love how I'm not getting any coins in the footage. But yeah, no one is gonna buy the Welcome Tour. The only people I think would get it would maybe be parents getting their little kid who's like 6 Switch 2 and getting it just in case. But like, this is gonna end up the next 1-2 Switch, and that's a horrifying sentence to say. Even though no, just don't get to the crazy idea. I own 1-2 Switch. I don't. I know how bad that game is. But yeah, I definitely wish eShop is better. Like, I don't really go on eShop all that often. When I do, it's to get a few things, but I never scroll down. And yeah, like, here are some things I'm controversial take or hot take. I don't care. A lot of people are saying that they'd wish that we'd gotten themes. No, and also having menu music for eShop. I guess eShop is fine because it does. Because I think the dun 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 dun. I think that's from Wii. eShop and sure, fine. But themes, that's a bit wild. You know what's also funny? All these people who are saying that Switch should get things and saying that there's an option by eShop where you can buy themes. These are coming from the people who said these prices are outrageous. Yeah, but you're willing to pay money for silly cosmetics. Yeah, I know, basic white, basic black. Bit underwhelming. How I would do it is that if you have a game, it would give, or rather said, a unique game, like all the Switch upgrade pack games. Sorry, Switch 2 editions. I'm not used to saying that. I definitely think they should maybe get a special background if you own them, so you don't have to pay more money. And you could get cool cosmetics, which I think would be cool. And yeah, Switch Online app, I don't really think it sucks. Like, this is something else. Some YouTubers were saying we should get Discord Switch. Even though we've got Game Chat, I still think people are sad that we didn't get Discord Switch, even though they always say, I don't know if Xbox has it, but PlayStation has it too. But do you guys know that that these are different companies and they work completely different. The way Nintendo handles things is that you can't have multiple apps open on the Switch. How do you think Discord's gonna work? It isn't. But yeah, it's really no. It's just I think it's outrageous that people still say that we should get Switch Discord. It's not gonna happen. Yes, I know this is technically slower. I learned that the hard way when I was trying to do time trials. Also done with that. Yeah, surprising that I was able to get all the gold parts in the span of a single day. But yeah. But technically 2 days, actually. But yeah. Enough game share. Oh yeah, that's the last thing I should talk about before getting to more Mario Kart. I'm actually really happy for that. That it also works on old Switches. I know they're called just Switch because Switch 2. I'm used to saying that because that really would help, especially if they add more games to the selection that work. Because that would be so good, especially if you got friends. I don't know if all games work, but imagine you could share Pokemon or Mario Kart with it. Amazing. Correct me if I'm wrong. Mario Kart might be on it. I just don't know. But yeah, will the data be permanent? Because with DS Share, the game cards would save the data. And so but I really hope you keep it. And yeah, this is also something else. But Nintendo, when is this silly virtual game card coming out? I know it's something like late April, but a bit too late, don't you think? You announced it direct, like end of March. It's gonna be a month since you actually implemented it. I think that's a round of applause. And all the same, I don't hate Nintendo. Like, Switch was a lot of my childhood, even though I'm a teenager. But, yeah, I honestly think it's a bit sad. I don't know why I said that. Wait, I need to think for a second. But yeah, I might as well talk about. If any of my viewers are from New York, because I'm heading there soon for holidays, could you please, write in the comments if you can play Switch 2 there? Because my family and I are gonna go to the Nintendo store, seeing as I'm a huge Nintendo fan. And I really want to know if you can play, because I might get some footage there. Okay, we let this song play enough. It's time for the final song, because we only have 13 minutes left. I actually really like this. And I think a lot of PBZ fans are going to know the song. Wait. Last one is Grace the Roof. This does not have to fit with Choose Your Seeds, Neon Mixtape, and my scrapbook, Garden Warfare 1, but I think this song deserves it. But, yeah, wait, so not more. I'll talk more, but Mario Kart, yeah. Wrong one. I'm not good. Grasswalk.
Entdecke die 3-Wochen-Teststation für Sie.
Oh, stupid ads. I hate ads. There's so... You know what? Continue with my scrapbook. Or, no. You know what? No. We're busting out Neon Mixtape tool again. I hate ads, honestly. Okay, what's Yeah. So yeah, knockout tour. I think it's a cool idea. Definitely, really fun. I think 24 racers, chaotic. Grand Prix would be awesome if they can do it right. I definitely think they could be a cool idea. CC's 200 probably return, though I hate it. And if you're wondering, and I'm just gonna say it, the reason I'm doing the 200cc cups because I had to sell my. Don't ask what's happening here. I had to sell my original Switch, or give it away to one of my friends, my best friend, or one of my best friends. So I'm allowed to get a Switch 1, and we were trying to transfer the data, but we couldn't because the silly Nintendo account wouldn't work. So we had to actually delete all the data, and I had way too many hours of Mario Kart on it, so I wanted to try and get all the backs, and my priority was to get all the gold parts, or rather gold Mario, gold wheels, and gold kart, because unlike the gold glider, that does not take brainless grinding. I definitely, I assume they're all going to be unlocked, all card customizations from the start, but if no, the best option in my opinion would be to just make it that you could unlock them for free roam / story mode. And what I was referring to with the world tour could be unlocked in the story mode. And yeah. What else? Characters. Someone said, no wait, I already ranted about this. Battle mode. I can talk about that for a bit. Honestly, this is a personal thing, but I hate the battle mode in 8 Deluxe. I think it's not very good. But a game that does its battle mode really well is Crash Team Racing Nitro Field, or CTR. And what I think is so good about that is all the different modes battle has. And it's a lot of fun there. When I got CTR, after I was done with the story mode, I went to battle mode. I played that for 3 hours in one sitting because of how much fun it was. And all the battle modes in 8 Deluxe I never like. Balloon I haven't played the battle modes in who knows how long. I like Renegade Roundup. They could definitely be a lot better in World with its 24 racers. But something I've seen a lot of people also say is that they should add a Battle Royale mode. And I agree after thinking about it for a bit. I've seen videos on generally a lot of things like Splatoon getting a battle Royale, and I don't usually play games like that, like Brawl Stars and Fortnite. I don't play games like that. And wait, I'm trying to think, what games do I actually have battle royales? I actually don't know. But the world's massive, and I definitely think you can make it that it'd be really good. Use those massive areas for a royale. I mean, would it really be that difficult? And then a shrinking zone, of course, and maybe lives. The way CTR handled one of its battle modes, oh yeah, that's technically one, which was also a royale. That was amazing. I play that all the time, but it doesn't have a shrinking zone, and yeah. It also would have been amazing if they could add teams, because then this doesn't have to do with Mario, it has to do more with Plants vs. Zombies. But in Garden Warfare 2, there was a game mode called Soil Survivors, which is massively popular, and it's like 2 teams versus each other, and then the zone shrinks and stuff like that. Yeah. It could also maybe work a bit like Battle Arena in BFN, but I don't really honestly think it is that. But yeah, shrinking zone would be awesome. It would be it would be honestly hilarious in my opinion if you could like run over your fellow contestants with like trains and stuff to make them lose lives, or planes, boats, with all the credit, like the massive semi truck and the massive boat from other footage of Free Roam was pretty good. So I think that's also going to be a core aspect of World. And yeah. What else am I hoping for? This is something else. No CPU rubber banding, please. But Cinder. Actually, CPUs have a less advantage because they can't use items like triple red shells. Well, nerd. They have a speed boost because no matter how fast you are, they always seem to outspeed you. And I know I play lightweight characters a lot, but I don't care. They're so fast. Because when I played the old 8 Deluxe, when I was playing the 200cc difficulty for VDLC course passes, I remember on Peach Gardens, it was a Kamek with a really slow combo. He collected no coins. I collected 10, but he still outspent me. And oftentimes these CPUs are faster than you when you are drifting too. Because before this, and also I really hope it's not more like you versus the entire world, because after this was done, I continued playing the Grand Prix. I got to a game in Mute City. I was first, a single red shell, and I lose all my items. I lose my entire first place. And yeah, that was really it. That was painful, like really painful. And I had to do the whole thing over again. But yeah, it wasn't really that bad. Time trials. That's interesting. Because I know them very well, because I literally did all of them today in one sitting. Not fully. And even though they were not bad, I definitely don't like that. You basically had to be half decent at the game. Because when I was still bad at video games, honestly, wow to think about, I never liked them because it felt actually impossible. I remember raging really hard over the Larry Mario Kart 8 Stadium because I could not beat it. Like the first time I had to pull up a guide. When I did them all today, I beat them all first try, except a few just because it was so annoying to beat them. And to also get it, and also I really don't hope that there's like a defective best combination, like the Yoshi Teddy Bod rollers and what else was it? Rollers and Cloud Kite, because also, oh yeah, last round, have to finish up soon. And yeah, and for the last minute, we're gonna bust out the scrapbook. But yeah, honestly, I'm kind of excited for Switch too, because already there are so many games I'm looking forward to, like World, Bonanza. And the reason I'm looking really forward to Bonanza is because it's made from the Odyssey team, and I don't think you caught it yet, but Odyssey is my favorite game of all time. And seeing a game that's basically Odyssey, but you can destroy the terrain, really is exciting. Especially for me. So, yeah. Really. Air Riders, Starcross Rail, that was honestly my favorite part of the whole Direct. That Forgotten Land got new content. Finally, it deserved it. And it's just so good, plus with the enhanced frame rate, just stuff. Age of Imprisonment, I haven't talked about much, but honestly, I'm pretty excited for it. And yeah. But honestly, if you guys wanted to see more, I'll definitely. And if Age of Imprisonment gets a demo, I would absolutely play it for the channel. Because honestly, I'm a huge fan of Calamity. And if I get to play it on Switch, its sequel, there's definitely going to be twists. I could do a video on my wishes for Age of Imprisonment. Let me know in the comments if you would like to see it. But yeah, really, that's it. That's all from me, folks. Remember, bye.